3:32 right now, and typically when you think about elections, you're thinking November, maybe May. But today there is a special election in Tennessee in their 7th Congressional District. It's normally a conservative stronghold, but there's a bigger conversation happening with it and maybe more eyeballs than ever before that will be on it tonight. So I want to bring in our own Asher Red. Thank you so much for giving us a better picture of what's happening there. Long line behind you.
Yeah, Anita, and the line keeps getting longer as people are getting out of work. But I will say that President Trump is weighing in on what both candidates here have been echoing this entire race, and that is that the whole world is watching what will happen today. A upset win for the Democrats and what's usually a GOP stronghold here in Tennessee could spell trouble for the Republicans in the 2026 midterms. Now, President Trump won this district by more than 20 points in the 2024 presidential election, but this congressional race is much tighter, with numbers showing Republican candidate Matt Van Epps, who is a combat veteran, leading by a razor-thin margin. Trump has also been zeroing in on Democrat Afton Bain, a former social worker who he calls a left-wing lunatic, partly because of her controversial comments she made in 2020 about hating Nashville and country music. And mind you, Nashville, part of Nashville at least, is in this congressional district. Bain's been doing her best to deflect questions about those comments, but Republicans aren't letting it slide.
Yeah, what was her reasoning? Has she given any type of explanation?
Well, she says that she was a private citizen at the time. This is before she got involved in the legislature. This was back in 2020. And she says now that she has represented people in Nashville for the past few years, she has a different mindset. And she did tell me yesterday in a one-on-one interview that she is confident that she would not have said that at the time had she been a legislator.
Okay. What are some of the issues that it seems are driving people to the polls?
Yeah, well, for Democrats, a lot of it boils down to health care and tax cuts. Afton Bain is telling her supporters that she wants to lower the tax cuts and lower the cost of living. However, the Republicans, who are totally for the health care, totally for the tax cuts from what they tell me, they also say that those policies that the Democrats are putting out there and pitching to its voters could actually end up rising taxes and rising the cost of living here in Tennessee. And this district has been gerrymandered as well, heavily gerrymandered to put parts of Nashville in with very deep red parts of the state. And both sides have talked about that gerrymandering, Democrats specifically saying that is an issue and they want that resolved soon.
Have you talked to some of the people in line about their experience today?
Yeah, well, a lot of them are cold. So right now it is actually, I don't know if you can see, it is snowing. But we are out here with the line of people. The line's about 20 minutes long, I would estimate. And once you go inside, it zigzags, so people get warmer when they go in. And some of the voters here today are telling me that they're going to stick it out because they're excited, mainly because they know what is at stake here. Democrats and Republicans are like, they seem friendly with each other today. They're respecting each other's points of views. We've seen some people talking back and forth about what they believe in and what they're voting for. So that's encouraging going into such a tight election like this one.
Ashton, tell me a little bit about the margins in Washington, D.C., how this would shift numbers.
Yeah, well, this, of course, if the Democrats win, would add just another seat to the congressional, to Congress in Washington. And it's important to know that what happens here is sort of like a barometer or a litmus test of what the 2026 elections could look like. And that could, of course, like I said earlier, spell trouble for the Republicans going into those midterms. And we know that this year could be, again, another tight race. As a lot of people around the country are voicing their opinions more now than ever before.
Well, it's very interesting to watch what's happening there. It's been a while, I think, since we've really, across the country, paid close attention to a race, especially a special election. And why are they having this special election?
Well, they're having this special election because the congressman who currently holds this seat for the 7th District of Tennessee is stepping down. And so that seat must be filled. This person will come and fill the seat next year. And again, both people, both candidates are very confident that they have what it takes to win. When I asked Afton Bain yesterday if she's confident, she says she's going into this election with a clear head on her shoulders and just positive thoughts this whole time. And she thinks that bringing in the big guns like Al Gore, former vice president, also former vice president Kamala Harris, and Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez will help her get over that finish line. But also the Republicans brought in Donald Trump yesterday into a tele-rally, and also Speaker Mike Johnson, who called Donald Trump at a rally yesterday morning, and also Senator Marsha Blackburn, a Tennessee senator, and Tennessee Governor Bill Lee. So there's a lot of big names being thrown into this race, and millions, and I mean millions of dollars have been spent.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question, how that's translated into the finances here. All right, we'll see what happens tonight. Thank you so much, Asher.
Thank you.